Hey everybody, Gameface here, and it's Sunday afternoon, and it's time for another episode of 7 Days. I can't really say there's lots going on, but there's lots going on. Last week I finished Dishonored, and we started Dishonored 2. I was really looking forward to Dishonored 2, but I don't know, I think I was more looking forward to finishing Dishonored. That was something that I really wanted to do before I started Dishonored 2. I kept on being told, things like, oh, yeah, Dishonored 2, they brought Corvo back to life. Corvo was dead, it died in Dishonored. And none of this was true. None of this was true at all. Corvo, of course, was not dead in Dishonored 2. And there was a scene at the end of the game which might have caused a little, I don't know, confusion maybe. But at the end of Dishonored 2, they show Emily standing over what looks like a tombstone. It could be a memorial stone, but let's pretend it is a tombstone. And Corvo is dead. Emily looks to be, in her, maybe her 50s, 60s. Last I saw her at the end of the game, Corvo was, she was 9, I think. So there was lots of time. Corvo had 40 years left in him. And yeah. So that just wasn't true. But whatever, I finished Dishonored. It was awesome. I played that one on easy. I didn't play through on hard. The reason being, of course, is because I wanted to finish it before Dishonored. And I came so close. It was one day. I finished it the day before Dishonored came out. Now, I guess I could have pushed it and got things moving a little faster, but whatever. I need to enjoy it too. It can't just be work. So, based on finishing Dishonored, I started Dishonored 2. And I've been really happy with it so far. There's a couple new mechanisms to the combat which have made the game so much more fun, I can say. The one thing that I'm really liking is when you block something quickly, meaning the guy goes to start his swing and then you're like, oh, block. You're not holding down the block, in other words. It will stun him. And then you actually have a chance to get around behind him and choke him out. Which means that even once combat has started, you can still get your, no kills and things like that. Not that I got no kills, because something funny happened to me. But whatever the case may be, I really like that mechanism. The game has been quite enjoyable. The story, awesome. I don't know if I'm going to delve into story in this. I just don't want to give it away. If you want spoilers, go watch the episode. If not, I will keep the spoilers out of this. I ended up killing one. I had one person I killed. I didn't kill them. Somebody else killed them. Basically, I was choking somebody else out, and one of his compadres, one of the other guys, came up to stab me and killed him, and he just dropped dead. So, sucks to be him. It kind of sucked to be me because I didn't actually do the killing again, and I didn't understand at the end. Who did I kill? I was so careful, but it turns out it was an accident, and I got blamed for it. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. So, played more Origami last week. The game's much bigger than I thought it was. I think that thing's 13 chapters long. We just finished chapter 5, so we got a while to go. That one's, working out to end up being about an episode a week. So, yeah, we're going to be playing that one right into December. Got another episode. Deus Ex, I finally finished that one level I was in. I was really happy when I was finished it. The whole the reward, but it wasn't as much as I would have hoped. And again, it took so long to get through there. Like I'm talking probably about 3 hours. Maybe 2.5. That I've forgotten what I was doing. I went and I did what I needed to do, but I don't know why. So when I got out and I had to go crawl into the sewer and go talk to this guy, I was like, what the hell? What am I doing this for? But then, no, you know. So much going on, so much going on. So I'm going to try to get back into Deus Ex, and I'm really going to start trying to, like I said, get back into it and finish it and do something with it. But right now, I'm just plodding along. I'm not getting the enjoyment out of Deus Ex that I wished I did. So the other thing, of course, last week, was Battlefield. Battlefield, the problems I had with the save issues, the first week I played it, gone. Battlefield continued exactly where I left off last time. It was excellent. I had a lot of fun gameplay. We finished up that part of the campaign, so we're done two of the big missions. We're going to be heading off to the third sometime this week. Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Lots of indie games last week. Now, if anybody's been on the channel for a while, they're going to notice there's definitely a pattern going on. I play big AAA games, and that video comes out in the morning, and in the afternoon, it's indie games. It's little things. It's stuff that I want to do. Though sometimes I'm finding it harder to find some of this stuff sometimes lately. I don't know. It's up and down. It's up and down. Sometimes it's all over the place. Sometimes it's not. So I played quite a few indie games this week. First off, let's talk about Think to Die 2. Now, I played Think to Die a while ago. That was a game I got off Game Jolt. Think to Die 2 is much more difficult. It's the same premise. There's much more mechanics to the game. Very enjoyable. You just got to figure a way out where to kill the characters you control. Should be simple. So I grabbed that off Steam. It's also on Game Jolt. There's a little demo you can grab which has 20 levels, but the big game has like almost 100 levels. So that's cool. Been running that. I'm planning on doing another episode of that this week, as well as, of course, the one I did last week. I did another episode of the Librarian. Very, very polished indie game that has a tie-in to nursery rhymes. The first time I played it, there was a tie-in to Alice in Wonderland, and this time it was the three little pigs. So yeah, very interesting. I'm near the end. I don't know if there'll be another video. I think I might be done that one, but I might just finish it up on my own time. It was a cool game. So keep looking at the calendar there. We also did a game called Try Hard Parking. Now, don't get me wrong. The videos I put out are my initial reactions. They're not thought out. They're not plotted. They're my initial reactions. If I'm angry, I'm angry. There's something that's made me angry. If I'm frustrated, I'm frustrated because there's something that's made me frustrated. It's not the fault of the game. It might be the purpose of the game. The game might be designed to frustrate. So there was a lot. I don't know. Basically, I got some negative feedback on the video. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that that was my reaction at the time. I've talked to the developer of the game, and these are things they want to know. These are things they want to change. I believe it's actually already one of the issues I had has already been fixed, and there's a new version out. So people aren't experiencing it. So in the comments, please take into account that these things are dynamic. These things change on the fly. I might have put out that video, and an hour later, the developers come along and put out an updated version, so you're not going to have the same experience that I had, or you're going to have a slightly different experience. But, just because I'm freaking out during a game doesn't mean it's a bad game. It might be a good game that's made to make you freak out during it. It's made to bring up your frustration level. If something's very frustrating, when you complete it, the reward is great. So there's things like that. So Try Hard Parking was frustrating. It may not be anymore. I haven't had a chance to try out the game since changes were made. So Gone Astray. I played Gone Astray the other day. That was a little bit of basically I was walking my dog in the 70s in black and white, and things went wrong. It turned into a horror game, just like that. Now, I didn't get very far. I don't know if I'll pick that one up. We'll see. We'll see. I also picked up a little demo and played a demo yesterday called Jason and the Dead. Jason, Z-O-N, not S-O-N. It's kind of a strange way to spell Jason, but that's the way they spell Jason. Yeah, seems like it's going to be a good game. But it was a preview, and it was a non-spoiler preview, which means it was a preview to preview the gameplay, not the game itself. So none of the stuff that happened in the preview will actually happen in the game. It'll be different. But I like that. Now that one you can go to a website. Well, go check it out on GameJolt, because you can go and like they got a GoFundMe type. It's not a GoFundMe. It's another thing where you can like pay for the game now and get them, the funds they need to be able to develop this to its potential. And that's that. And last, and what I haven't mentioned yet because it just went out just now, Abduction. I finished up to Abduction yesterday, and the video would be in this morning. The video was really short. I didn't think I thought there was about half an hour left, and it turns out there was about 10 minutes left. 10 1-hour long videos and one 10-minute long video. That's the way I do things. But yeah, quite enjoyable. I like the puzzle. I didn't like the final outcome. It was kind of disappointing. But again, the puzzles could have led. It was just the final scene. It's just out of my control. It's not a choice I made. It's just the way it rolled out, way it unfolded. It was like kind of like, yeah. But go check it out. It's only 10-12 minutes long, so it shouldn't take long. And I did another episode. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There was another episode 49 of No Limits 2 was last week. That means episode 50 is coming up soon. Episode 50 is coming up soon. I don't know. It could pop out of anywhere. Who knows? That's the thing with No Limits 2. They just come out of anywhere. So next week, nothing really new. I'm going to be looking for more indie games. I'm going to be trying to keep up this pattern of let's call them AAAs in the morning or expensive games in the morning. They're not necessarily expensive either. Let's just say large production games in the morning, and then we're going to be doing some indie games and stuff, fun stuff in the afternoons. The same as last week and the week before. So, lots of new subscribers last week. Welcome to the channel. I'm really, really happy to see more people enjoying the content. I know a lot of it's driven by the indie games, but yeah, and I'm going to keep that up as long as I can. So until next time, I'm Gameface. This was 7 Days. If you'd like to click the button and don't forget to subscribe, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.